Saturday we do shoulders. Wait a second. This isn't that kind of video. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I got another bike. Got another Velowave bike. We're gonna put it together like the last one. I had the Ranger. Now we have a Breeze T torque sensor bike. Again, it's from Velowave. You know, the Hong Kong, China. Ships out of California, and this is Joy. So she's gonna keep me company today while we put this bike together. So, let's see what we got. See how it's packaged. Sorry for any distractions here. We got a chainsaw in the background, and you know, I am in the city here. Doesn't look too bad. What I will say is the Ranger came a little packed, maybe a little better. If you guys remember me unpackaging that bike. So here we have, I'll just get a closer look here real quick. Still have you on the tripod here, but so looks like we got the front tire to put on, disc brakes all around. Of course, they have the rear tire assembled with the motor, the chain and everything. It makes it super easy for all of us that are very novice of putting these bikes together, like myself. And yeah, so we will get to it here. Got a few obstacles here with the dog. She's just chilling. And so I went with a 2-inch tire bike on this one. Now this bike is going to be the girlfriend's bike. I'm not saying I don't like the 4-inch tire, but I honestly think this is going to be easier to maneuver the smaller tire. So we're going to see how it does. This is a commuter bike. 500 watts. They're saying 90 miles is max on this. That's probably pedal assist, low setting. 28 miles per hour. I don't know that I want to go that fast on the bicycle, but it says it's capable. I think I had the Ranger at maybe 22 miles per hour comfortably. I had that going. Pretty nice rubber on this. Yeah, I think they call it 2.2 inch tire, 27.5 inch wheel. And I have to say, the Deftones, as soon as I hear this song, it reminds me of my childhood friend, best friend at the time, was Paul Eckerd. We were inseparable, and he's no longer with us, but this song, man, really takes me back to him and all the memories. This thing is pretty nice looking. I'm excited. What I'm looking for is the battery stuff, because when I get this thing put together, we want to ride. So I got to make sure we're charged up. And it looks like the battery is installed on the bike for shipping. They do give us some tools, so right off the bat, this is actually nicer than the first round they sent me. So here's a whole kit, like a little pocket set of Allen wrenches. That's pretty cool. Reflector light. We got the pedals. Axle for front wheel. And I guess we got a free, because I didn't ask for it, free bike lock. Must have came with that. I didn't ask for this either, but we got a Belle. I think she's going to like that. She's going to be riding and maybe be pedaling behind me going, get out of the way. And they gave us a 15 and 13 millimeter wrench. So, and I'll have to go back through my last video for the Ranger. I don't recall this. I remember breaking something, and it might have been the Allen tool they sent me. I broke it. It was like a try thing, and I broke it. So maybe they've improved with their tools. What I need now is the keys to unlock that battery. Oh, maybe they were, yeah, there they are. Zip tied on. I don't know if that radio is too loud, so I'm going to turn it down. go. Battery. Big. I'm gonna go plug this in and then we will continue to put this thing together. Alright. Move you a little closer. See what we got here. They said that this handlebars were adjustable, which they are, as you see. The Ranger that I have was not adjustable. I had to buy another neck like this, if that's the right terminology. What are you doing, Joy? Just chilling out here. I'll tell you what, the color of this looks black. I know I asked for a blue-gray one. I hope she's going to be happy with this. But it's black. It looks black. But we'll match, right? Both black bikes will match. I sure as heck don't want to send it back. They would probably make me pay shipping. So, as you see, everything's assembled electronically, except a couple things I have to plug in, but makes it very nice. Come on. Alright. Fender. I say everything's mounted. Nice display. That'll be nice. Nice big display. What else I was thinking too about buying another Velowave bike. You know, I haven't had any other bikes. I know there's other brands out there that may be, you know, different, better, I don't know, but I just thought for some of the interchangeable stuff, something breaks on one, I might be able to work it on the other one. The chargers are the same, so I have that advantage, I guess. Alright. I just need to loosen this sucker to turn this thing. We'll try their Allen wrench set here. I do have the toolbox out in case. Need something different. I can say this is going to be nice to have. I'll stick this in the bag for like you know, for when we're out on the trail. It's going to be this way. Why isn't it? Doesn't want to turn. Let's see. We're going to need to pop that out. Usually it's in the top down. This goes that, so I wonder if I have to pry that out. You know, it probably would have helped if I would have looked at the directions, right? just see if that's what it says. I don't see that on here, but in my experience, which isn't much, I bet you have to pop that little cap out and there's a screw there that'll allow me to adjust this. The forks are in the right direction. I just have to turn this sucker. And yeah, it's tight, so how can I pop that out of there? Well, let me see if I have a small tool in the house. I'll pause this while I look for that. I won't bore you with nothing here. Alright, sorry about that. So I pried this off, the little cap, and there's the screw. Use the Allen wrench tools here. Everything seems to be 5mm. Let's see. Yep, this one is too. There we go. Good. And then this sucker. Maybe I'll wait till I get that set. Huh? I'll leave that till the end. That makes sense to do that. So. That one in there. All right. Maybe not. $5mm. Yeah. Now on my Ranger, I ended up buying a another set of handlebars because I didn't like the straight approach. So this has more of a curve to it right off the bat for probably comfortability. So that should be nice. How about a T? That'd be fun. Girlfriend's checking on me. I haven't told her that her bike is not blue-gray yet. We'll see what she says. So yeah, that's going to be nice. And we'll do that. Yep. I'm going to tighten this up, flip it over. I'll start up the video, we'll put the wheel on, and then we'll flip it back and then actually get these to where they feel like they're in the right position. So I'm not going to bore you while I do that. Alright. I flipped her over. Get this wheel on. We'll try out the wrench they gave me. I don't know how you're supposed to get in that. I don't want to scratch it all up. I wonder if I should just get a socket, huh? See if that'll grab better. What is that? Uh, 15 millimeters, supposedly. No, sir. It's not for that. There we go. That's going to work better than the wrench they gave me. Minor detail, right? Hopefully you potential bike owners will have a set of tools. So yeah, this is strictly shipping. Looks like just PVC. Little piece of Schedule 40. And you won't need that. Pretty nice. Okay, all packing. This is packing too, I'm assuming. Yep. Alright. This sucker is on that side, so put her like so. Another piece of packing. Pull that out of the brake. So the disc brake should fit in there. Very nice. All right. Just looking at my bike, make sure I get this on the right side. This is the axle. Nice. Spring. And then the nut. There we go. On mine. Just using mine as a reference. Oh, I put it too tight. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Good deal. Okay. Next will be pedals. Like I said, I did not tighten that gooseneck yet to the fork because I want to sit on it and get it to what I think. I'm excited for her, for these tires. I think they're going to handle a lot better than that 4-inch fat tire. I'm excited about these. I got some wood boring bees above me that I gotta get out of here. Boring a hole in my fascia. Alright, this is gonna be fun here. What I mean by that is, it says right here, please pair the left and the right to the correctful crank arm. So I'm glad I'm paying attention because R, we're going to say that's the right. And if we're on this bike, this is going to be the right. Oh, they labeled it anyway. So that's good. Let's see. This way. So the bike's black. I don't know. I was excited about the blue gray, but I'll give you guys a closer look at this too once I get this on. You can see the welds on the frame. Pretty nice. I will say the pedals are steel, or they could be aluminum if they're a heavy grade. But boy, they got some knobbies on these. We'll get a closer look at them. I'm gonna go back to the wrench and see if this will work on this. Yep. Good. I will say the only thing wrenching on stuff like this, you end up scratching a little bit of the paint. Be careful if that's important to you. Alright, let's take a look at this a little closer. So what I wanted to show you guys was look at the welds in here. Pretty nice. I mean, I've seen better, but I'm gonna say, you know, it's pretty good. And then here's those little knobbies on the pedals so you don't slip off. But what I'm gonna say is, have you ever had those as a kid and just hit you in the shin, cut you all up? So, but yeah, they did mark that. The pedals left and right. Looks very good. brake system. Pretty nice. There's where the battery, you get a good look at where the battery cradle is, where that holds the battery internally in the frame. Very nice. Put this back down. It's a big bike. But with the step through, I'm going to say that's going to be pretty nice. Obviously, you got to raise the seat. The packaging, it's all kind of marred up here, but this bike's huge. Oh my goodness. I mean, the tires are big. I hope she's all right with it. We'll give it a good test run, you know. So here's where I need to line these forks up with this guy. Maybe I'll move you guys closer here. Sit there. I did break out my Allen key for this just so I have the length and the one they sent. Let's see. You know what I'll do too is we'll test ride this thing before I put that cap back in. So that was a pain in the ass prying that out of there. And not only that, like I was telling you about scratching up everything. I got some marks on it here from trying to get it out. There we go. It's tight. I will, maybe I need to make this gooseneck higher, or is it at its peak? This would go down. I don't know. That should turn. What I'm doing is loosening this bolt right here, and then that should pull this neck a little bit more. Well, I can do that. Maybe on the go here too. Get this off. See what these look like. So far the packaging hasn't been, you know, bad. I'm just going to say that Ranger, for whatever reason, had a lot more foam. This is a pedal assist. Should have 5 settings like mine, and here's your thumb throttle. So this would be where you know, give it a little more juice if you need to get through a sticking point. The handles are nicer than mine, these here, but this is a commuter bike too. That one was classified as a mountain bike. So of course the handlebars were straight, you know, which I changed. I made them more like this. And I will yet to do a video on that bike. I do have a camera that I got for Christmas that I can mount and do some riding videos. Other than that, that's pretty nice. So it's got 7 speeds, disc brakes. What I like about these handle grips here, if you see that, your palm has a place to rest, you know, which I like. I like that better than mine. Mine are round. So this is something I could obviously add to mine. Looks like she has a headlight button too, where I do not. My headlight works, but I have to do another little bit, like hold this, lift your left leg, and it comes on and off. Let's see what's what here. This is green, so this is going to go to green. Okay. What I can tell you about plugging these in, I had my friend Scott over here. He wasn't so careful in lining that little plug up on his bike, and he bent the really tiny connectors inside. He folded them over. I think they're like copper, real small. So yeah, be gentle, careful, make sure you're lining them up. This one, it's not connected yet, must be for that headlight, because here it sits, and then I have to mount that sucker on there. So yeah, why am I throwing my leg over when it's a step through? I don't know. Alright, so I got this turned a little bit. I'll have to check it out again. There's this little guy. That's pretty nice. You can see that. That light. Pretty good. And this sucker is right here. Let's see. Again, 5mm. So that will go. Maybe that changes. Let's see. Yeah, I think this turns. So they're throwing me off. Now they have a Phillips, which I can just turn it. Okay. Good, because I didn't have a screwdriver handy on me right now. So step over there. This goes in there like that. Yeah, I'll have to loosen that. I don't like that. Okay. And like I say, there's two little pieces of copper sticking out, if I try to force this in, you have to make sure it lines up and they get the holes, or I'm going to be in trouble. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll zip tie that like so. That should be good. Obviously this is facing up that way, so I will have to get a Phillips screwdriver here and loosen that, get that centered. What I also wanted to do though right here while I was on it, the shocks. Maybe tighten these up a little bit. I'm not real up on these. There's plus and minus. Let's see. This should stiffen it up here. I don't know if you guys can hear this. So real quick, this is a band called, what was this band? They're from Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Today I Fight. This was a demo that I have. Feels like it stiffened it up a little bit. I will have to see what she likes, but also read up on that to see. You loosen this one, tighten that one. That has a padlock on it, like if I keep turning it this way, that'll lock it. I don't know. I'll have to look through the instructions there. Concerns? It's a big bike. Oh, I'm gonna say she's 5'7". So we'll see how this feels for her. Oh, I still gotta put that fender on too. So I may have to take that screw back off and see how that mounts. And then the light and the reflector go on, so. But that's pretty much it, guys. I said I did not tighten this yet fully. I want to make sure I have it right. But then also I'm trying to see if I loosen this a little bit more. I didn't take it all the way out to see if this will come back any further. Just to put her in a more upright position. So I'll get her out here and we'll basically fit it to her. And remember, the battery's on the charger in the garage. So we're ready. We're ready to take this out and see what it does. So I'll be on that bike. She'll be on this one. And see what happens. Joy's not with me at the moment, or I've pulled her in the camera, but thank you guys for always watching and liking my videos. I hope I don't bore you to death. I try to you know, speak through them and have some music playing that you don't normally hear. So any questions, comments, like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll keep them coming.